Here's the next update from the Total Joyrider Joyrider TV Global Speed Stick results. So there have been some developments on the Speed Stick over the past 2 weeks. Of course, September is finished now, so the domestic Speed Stick here is finished. But on the global Speed Stick, this, of course, is still running throughout the year. I'm not going to take it through the complete list like I did last time because a lot of the positions are staying fairly consistent. We'll post the list at the end. And you can now see the full set of results on totaljoyrider.com. Just head over there, hit the button that says Speed Stick, and you'll see the results whenever you want. Of course, the Speed Stick is open all of the time. So if you go out sailing, have a GPS on you, send me the details of who was sailing the boat, where you were sailing, who you were sailing with, what type of boat you were sailing, maybe a picture from the action and some evidence of your top speed. So let's get stuck in with the new entries. So in 38th position on the Speed Stick, banging in an 11.1 on a Hobie Wave in Galveston Bay, Texas, was Joey. In 37th position, we had Chris and Karen, also in Galveston Bay, Texas, on the Prindle 19. Yes, that's right, the Prindle 19, 13 knots there. Then a monohull. When we have enough monohulls on the stick, we'll separate the Speed Stick to I think once we have 10 monohulls who have sent in results, then we'll have a separate Speed Stick for the monohulls and a separate one for the catamarans. And then, of course, if we start getting foiling boats sending results in, we'll put a separate board up for those guys. But in 35th RS Aero monohull, we have James Bain in Wallowa Lake, Oregon, with 13.7, which on an aero, that is banging it in. So well done, James. Then 32 position, Todd and Chris, Lake Hartwell, Georgia, on a Hobie 16, smashing it out there. What was the speed? 15.4. There's more to give. And then in 31st position, we have from gearreport.com, we have Jeff Kress, sailing a Hobie 14, Greensboro, NC, what's that, North Carolina? I'm not American, but I think that's North Carolina. And then heading up the rankings a little bit, no move in the next couple of positions, but in moving up to 24th, but perhaps moving down because there's more entries. But notching up a better speed was Dimitri in his Nacra 460, Folsom Lake, California, 16.32. So if you've already sent in a speed and you go out sailing and you go faster, send me the new speed and I'll notch you up the list. That's how it's done. And then in 22nd, this is fresh in from Lake Nabagamon, Wisconsin, 16.52 from Daniel, Timothy and Stephen Gant on the Hobie 16. So well done, guys. Get out there, give it some more, give it the big beans and see what you can get out of that bad boy. And then Lake Aclass, MA, where's that? Massachusetts, is it? Answers on a postcard. We have Eric the Hammer solo, 18.15. Now that is a good single-handed speed on a Hobie 16. Get your Hobie 16 single-handed speeds in. It's not the highest Hobie 16 single-handed speed because Fulvio is still the holder of that record at the moment from Doha. But here we go. So moving up on the Nacra 5.7 in Spain, El Portil Huelva. Apologies there for the pronunciation as usual. 18.16 knots with Jose and Hugo there. And then in Germany on Ammersee, Hobie 16, Arnold, 18.17. It's tight around this section of the table. That's 13th position. Then moving up to 11th position in the Netherlands, Grevelingen. Grevelingen? Any good? We have Holger and Guido on a Hobie Tiger, smashing it in 18.45. The Tiger is a fast boat. You've just got to put the dagger boards up and pretend you're on a Hobie 16, go on a beam reach, 2 sails, and drive it like you stole it. That bad boy is going to give you some pace. And then in 8th position, we have Mike and Andrew on a Hobie 16 in Bristol, in Indiana. Would that be IN? Hobie 16, 19.37. Sweet. And then the highest speed, which is a non-changer, a new entry this week. We have Steve and Nick Collins saving on Lake Lanier, Georgia, USA, 21.7 on a Hobie 16. That's Steve, who has just been out here on holiday. I'll put a link to the video that he just sent me from his holidays here. It is good. Steve sends it and he's not afraid to crash. That is why Steve is going faster. The lack of fear and self-preservation, I think, there. So those are the new entries. So Steve is the biggest new entry going in at number 5. But the top speed for September, I know it's a bit late now, it's the 10th of October, but the top speed for September was Bryce and Scott Toomer sailing in Galveston Bay, Texas on a Prindle 18.2 with an unfeasibly high speed of 25.8 knots. And these guys are going to be the receivers of the Joyrider TV Giving It the Beans t-shirt. Well done, guys. That is a ridiculous speed. I would have loved to have seen that because it is almost unbelievable. But I know that things can happen out there in Galveston Bay, Texas. I've been told it is windy there. And the Prindle 18.2 is a flying machine. So well done. That is a big speed. But what I'm going to do is put all the speeds above 25 knots in a special category, because otherwise, for normal people, that is unachievable. For normal people. You guys are more than normal, as is Pietro and Fabio in their Flying Dutchman. These guys are just plain nuts. 25 knots in a dinghy. Who does that? A non-foiling dinghy. Yeah, so there we go. That is the rundown. Head over to totaljoyrider.com to see the full list of results. Keep sending in your speeds, and I'll be doing an update, I think, what do you think's fair, every 2 weeks, perhaps depending on how many people are sending in results. When it's interesting enough, then I'll post an update on the speed stick here. But thanks very much for sending in your speeds and your pictures, your evidence. This is great. We'll keep this going. So there we go. Thanks to everybody who's been supporting the channel. The season is finished now at Wildwind, so there won't be any brand new videos coming out, but I have got some stuff in the back burner which I have kept hidden away so that I had some more to give in the upcoming months. Of course, as the European and Northern Hemisphere summer is waning and moving into autumn, the Southern Hemisphere summer is just beginning. So come on, South Africa, Australia, South America, get out there, give it the beans, send me in your results. Want to know how fast you guys are going, as does everybody else. So thanks very much. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody who's been supporting the channel through Patreon, just through PayPal donations, by buying a fresh t-shirt from totaljoyrider.com, or by coming out here on your holidays in Wildwind Sailing Holidays Beach Club, Vasiliki. We're going to be back open for action in May, so if you want to come out, get in touch. You could come out, give it the beans here, like Steve did. Now Steve's sitting in 5th. He's had his beans training. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon.